In every educator's career, there's always one part of the year that's the most special. A part of the year that represents a new start, a new opportunity, a chance to begin again. That part of the year is the opening of a new school year, the first day of school. It represents newness, an opportunity to begin again, to do things differently, to be better, to become better, and to do better by the students, the community that we proudly serve. A chance to chase the dreams, the aspirations, and the goals that we set for ourselves in our attempts to be the best that we can possibly be for our kids and our young people, and also those goals and dreams that we set for our students. Last year, the 2021 school year, the opening of schools was largely taken from us by COVID-19, but not this year, because this year, the lights are on again in the Tucson Unified School District. Across our district, school communities and teams and teachers, administrators, counselors and grounds crews and monitors and bus drivers are gearing up for what promises to be an amazing opening to the 21-22 school year. Amazing because we're back, better than ever, and able to do what we do best. Welcome our kids physically back onto our campuses and to transform their lives through the love and the care and the passion that we have for them as young people. So as the dawn of a new school year fast approaches, it's appropriate to reflect on just how powerful our work is here in the Tucson Unified School District, just how powerful your work is. Because you see, as we get started this school year, the projects that you facilitate, the books you'll share, the books you'll read with your students, the math you'll teach, the songs that you'll get them to sing, the art that you'll get them to make, the computers that you'll get them to master, the drones that you'll get them to fly, the beautiful music that you'll teach them to make will change lives. And by changing those lives, you'll change our world for the better. That's why education is so powerful, because no other place in American life other than the school does that happen. And you are school's most important architects. So in a state and in a time where sometimes a public doesn't appreciate those efforts, or the value of traditional public school, or a legislature struggles to adequately fund our schools or view us much more than a tax burden, I want you to know how inspired you make me every time I walk in and out of your classrooms, visit your schools, and experience the magic that you make with our students. My hope is that that's reflected in the support that our administration and our school board gives you each and every single year. Even in a year dominated by COVID-19 and a worldwide pandemic, our unconditional faith, confidence, belief, and investment in you, our educators, and our students has shone brightly through the passage of a multi-million-dollar financial aid package to the performance and visual arts and our interscholastic sports programs. We can look forward in 21-22 to brand new uniforms, equipment, instruments, playing equipment, uniforms for sports, and renovations to key facilities, places, and spaces that our athletes and our performance and visual artists call home. The same places and spaces that our coaches and instructors use to make the magic that they make with our students. A multi-million-dollar investment in a brand new learning management system that will make online learning more user-friendly, more seamless, more efficient, more effective for our teachers, our parents, and our students. An unprecedented investment in technology that will see thousands of laptops, iPads, and smartboards distributed across the district to families and students and teachers that need them, effectively making our teachers some of the best equipped to handle the post-pandemic environment. And a compensation package passed by our governing board that moves our entire district forward and sees step increases and stipends available for all of our employees, all ranks and all classifications. So as we look forward enthusiastically to the opening of a new school year, 2021-2022, and the launch of the new Tucson Unified Virtual Academy, our new program that will offer a 100% remote option for now over 1,200 students that have enrolled for this new program in its inaugural year, we also look forward to the opening of the school year cautiously, and ever aware of a pandemic that's far from over, and a pandemic that certainly isn't finished with the Tucson Unified community. For this reason, you have my personal commitment and the commitment of our administration to continue with all of the successful mitigation efforts and COVID-19 preventative strategies that we've implemented throughout this pandemic. The availability of N95 masks, thousands of them will be available to you, our employees, throughout the district when and where you want them. We will continue to invest and place air purifying units in every single classroom, every single common area, and every single office area for every employee that wants them throughout the district. We're going to continue to offer antigen testing for COVID-19 in all of our nurses' offices in every school throughout the district, so we can ensure that there's rapid identification of any individual presenting with COVID-19-like symptoms. And we're going to continue with our CDC and WHO recommended protocols for quarantine and isolation to ensure that any individual on our campuses that presents with COVID-like symptoms is swiftly placed into a state of isolation to keep all others safe. So for this reason, I'm asking you to step forward and do your part to make sure that Tucson Unified continues its battle against COVID-19. Number one, go get your vaccine. Vaccines are widely available in Pima County, and any available vaccine will do. It is the most powerful form of support that you can express for our district and our students. Two, we can't require you, but we're going to be asking you and recommending that you wear a mask, vaccinated or not, that we set the example for our 11 and younger students that have not been vaccinated and may or may not be coming to campus in masks. Masks are one of the most effective mitigation efforts that we can employ across the district to ensure that COVID-19 positivity rates remain low. Third, wash your hands or use hand sanitizer frequently throughout the day. And lastly, and of course very importantly, if you're not feeling well or experiencing COVID-19-like symptoms, as dedicated as you are to kids and community, I'm going to ask you to stay home. I look forward to seeing all of you in your classrooms, your schools, and your departments. But until then, be safe, be healthy, and let's continue building a better TUSD.